Hello, my name is Avery Jones. Today I'll be presenting Zealous Sportswear. Zealous Sportswear is committed to helping women of all shapes and sizes feel comfortable in fashionable and affordable workout clothing. Let's get started with the equity structure. The equity structure will be made up of the CEO, board of directors, investors, and general managers. 52% will be allocated to the CEO, 3% will be allocated to board of directors, 15% will be dedicated to investors, and 30% will be dedicated back to the general managers. Next, let's get started with the organizational structure. The CEO will be at the top of the structure. The CEO is in charge of overseeing all CMO, CFO, and COO operations. Starting with the CMO will oversee Director of Sales, Director of Marketing, Director of IT. Of those divisions, they will oversee the ad creators, social media specialists, digital media specialists, web designers, and content creators. Next will be the CFO. The CFO will be in charge of the HR talent manager. The HR talent manager will oversee the payroll and bookkeepers. And lastly, the COO. The COO will be in charge of the Director of Operations and Supply Chain Directors. Of those supply chain and operation managers, they will oversee the product designers, suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors. Next will be the employee plan. This is based off of salary/hourly paying associates. All members of management, so this includes CEO, CFO, CMO, COO, and all the directors will be paid salary. Below that will be paid hourly. The CMO. The CMO is responsible for developing and monitoring all business practices of the company. They are responsible for increasing in sales and forming new business development practices. They are also primarily focusing on building a strong and growing team. Their qualifications require them to have a bachelor's degree in marketing, business, communications, or any other related field. It is preferred that they have a marketing degree mainly, but also it's preferred that they have a master's degree. It is required that they have a 5-year plus marketing experience as well as previous management experience. They must be knowledgeable in both technology and analytics. The desired salary for the CMO will obtain $140,000, not including bonuses or raises. Each raise from each year will be increased by 3%. Their primary roles are to oversee marketing, sales, IT, and IDT departments. He or she must be motivated to motivate their team, as well as must report back to the CEO of all updates. Next will be the CFO. The CFO provides financial suggestions of the company to all executive officers, managing all company finances, planning for long-term and short-term business practices, and uses useful resources for all finance companies. They are required bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, or economics. It is preferred that they have an MBA and must have 8 years of experience and including 5 years in management. Outstanding verbal and communications are also required. This position will be making $144,000 each year. They will be receiving $44,000 for the first year and will increase as their time goes on. It is important that the role reports to the CEO weekly with weekly reports. They become familiar with all investors. They must oversee HR talent managers, payroll, and bookkeepers, and mentors all finance personnel. Next is the COO. The COO oversees all business operations throughout the company. They implement strategies to optimize company success and best exercise company beliefs and values. It is required that the COO obtains a business administration bachelor's degree. They must have at least 5 years of experience in finance, operations, or HR, and have an outstanding verbal and communication skills. The starting salary will start off at $128,400 and will increase from those years on. The primary roles for this position are to oversee both supply and operation departments, comply with monthly and yearly budgets, minimize potential losses and theft, and meet and surpass customer satisfaction. Next is the marketing director. The marketing director is responsible for giving guidance, direction, leadership to all marketing departments. The director is in charge of reporting business planning, strategies, and marketing efforts to the CMO. This position oversees advertising creators, digital media specialists, and social media specialists. The position requires a bachelor's degree in marketing, business communications, or any other related fields. All applicants must have a prior experience in running a marketing team, have strong verbal and communication skills, and also have knowledge of Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. The desired salary will start off at $110,000 and will increase. Next is the director of sales. The director of sales is responsible for managing all sales operations for the company. It is also the responsibility of the sales director to design and implement strategic planning, draft, verify accurately of sales reports, and to effectively interpret customer satisfaction evaluations in order to better understand the needs and goals of the company. This position is required a marketing degree, business administration, or any other related fields for this position. It is a must that a sales director has a minimum of 5 years in the sales role and have a strong knowledge of Excel and is able to grasp in-depth marketing techniques. The desired director of sales salary will start off at $90,000. Next is the director of information sales. This director is solely responsible of overseeing all technology-related operations, developing and evaluating all projects, ensuring appropriate maintenance of IT, and ensuring troubleshooting problems are resolved in a timely manner. This position is required to have a bachelor's degree in computer information systems or any other related field, as well as working with all sorts of different systems. The desired salary will start off at $117,000 for this position. Next is the Director of Operations. The Director of Operations is responsible for overseeing the product design and designers. It is important he or she communicates to the staff important deadlines and mission and vision statements of the company. The Director of Operations is responsible for closely working with the COO and effectively communicating the ideas and desires of the company. This position requires a bachelor's degree in marketing and business administration, finance, or any other related fields. The desired salary will start off at $104,400. Next is the Human Resource Director. The Human Resource Director is responsible for enforcing company policies and regulations. They are also in charge of hiring and interviewing all potential staff, performing ethical practices, and handling all duties asked by executives. The director must have a working knowledge of Excel, Microsoft, and PowerPoint. He or she must have strong verbal and written communication skills and be able to provide constructive feedback, as well as take constructive feedback as well. The desired salary will start off at $100,800. Next is the supply chain director. The supply chain director is in charge of finding affordable but quality material and provide cost and time efficient methods of shipping. They are to work closely with the CEO in procuring the proper raw materials that best fit our consumers, as well as developing strategic plans for shipping, receiving, and scheduling methods. This applicant must have knowledge in Excel and obtain a bachelor's degree in supply management, business administration, or any of the related fields. The desired salary will start off at $87,000. Next is the advertising creator. The advertising creators are seen as the creative team of the company. Their sole responsibility of this position is to make the consumer want to buy the product through different marketing practices. Applicants must previously have experience in ad creating, be knowledgeable in Photoshop, and able to receive constructive criticism. Each ad creator will make up to $22 an hour plus any other bonuses. Next is the social media and digital media specialist. The social media specialist is solely in charge of managing all social media sites. This includes interacting with customers, keeping them informed about products, and increasing customer retention ratings. This position requires being detail-oriented, have strong written skills, and also being known as a social media fanatic. The digital media specialist is in charge of all responsibilities for creating different media outlets that will help attract customers. It is imperative that the role embodies an attractive web presence for each consumer. The specialist must be able to work well with others and become detail-oriented. They must possess a strong written skill. Next will be the web development designer and content creator. The web development designer is responsible for creating the company website. He or she must meet requirements from all executive members and is required to have a bachelor's degree in CIS or any other related fields that have prior experience in the field. The content creator is responsible for creating content to the website. The responsibilities of the content creator are to effectively communicate with the website developer or ideas of content. This position requires a degree in CIS or any other related field. Next is the payroll specialist and bookkeeper. The payroll specialist is responsible for processing company payroll and upkeep of all employee databases. This position requires a degree in finance, accounting, or any other related business field. Next is the bookkeeper. The bookkeeper is responsible for solely keeping track of all business revenue and expenses. This position will create weekly and monthly summary reports, and it is imperative that this position must have a knowledge of Excel and a degree in accounting, finance, or any other business-related field. Next is the product designer and designer. The product designer is responsible for carrying out the ideas that are passed down from executives. He or she will oversee all development processes and procedures that are required. The product developer oversees the designer and company effective assignments, tasks, and duties. This position requires previous management experience as well as 5 years experience in the product designer field. Next is the designer. The designer is solely responsible for implementing the ideas of the executive into real life. He or she will assist with the production of all desired products and is able to identify valuable fabrics, colors, textures, and best fit the needs of the company. It is imperative that this position must have at least 5 years of fashion experience and possess strong illustration skills. Next is the exit strategy. Zealous Sportswear is a hypothetical company based on the mere idea. The goal of Zealous Sportswear is to produce fashionable sportswear for women of all sizes that is affordable. Even though the company is hypothetical, it is always best to plan an exit strategy in the early stages. If the time ever came to exit the company, I, the CEO, would sell my controlling interest of the shares of the company to an appointed board member and maintain a minimal role on the board of directors. Zealous Sportswear is a brand that always wants a customer to feel comfortable in oneself while looking good. The goal of the company is for our customers to feel desire and need to be in the forefront. Lastly, I would like to thank you all for watching this video